is the start page, and we are using CodeBlocks 16.01. And now all that you need to do is go to File menu, say New, and you can go for File, and then it'll ask you what type of file you want to have. And here are the options. I can go for Fortran source. I can go for C++ source. So I'm choosing C++. So say go. Then I select C. Next, I have to specify where I want to create the file, the full path. And I keep my programs in courses and then in C. And I just want to have a program like first.c. So this is going to be the full path. And then click on finish. You're ready to go. So here is my editor, and we have a built-in compiler. So all that I need to do is start typing, and it gives you some support as you type. And then I say main, and then I say printf hello code blocks. This is all that I need to do. And then the next step is, of course, you can always save to be sure, and then build. This is what you have to click to build, and this is what you need to click to run. So first let us build, and it is building. And if you want to see what exactly it has done, you can turn on that the logs. You can go to logs, press F2 or use that option, and there at the bottom you can see this window where you can see now it is saying it has compiled the program called first, and it generated first.o, that's the object file, and then it has created an exe file, first.exe. So your .c is converted to .o, and then it is linked with libraries. Eventually you got .exe, and this is what it is doing internally. As everything is fine, it built successfully with no warnings, no errors. Just click on this run, and your program is running. So this is how you get started. And press any key to continue, come back. And now, what if you make a mistake? Well, remember, not including this stdio.h is not a mistake. Many beginners think that they must include because they do not know what exactly stdio.h contains. That's okay. But if you now go ahead and build, it is only giving you a warning and saying it is having some incompatibility with implicit declaration of printf. Well, if you are a beginner of C, that's not something you can understand, but all that you understand is it is still built successfully and you can still run it. Okay, now what if you go wrong? By the way, it's a good practice to include stdio.h, at least to avoid that warning. You would like to have a clean build with no warnings, no errors. Now coming back to what if I make a mistake? What if I don't give this double quote? Because these typos keep creeping. And now if I go and build it, it's going to give me a red block there. And that indicates something is wrong in this line. And if you turn this log, remember view menu and logs. Okay, this is the way you display the log, and this is where you see the error message. So you can go find out what's really going wrong. It says missing terminating character. So it's easy to detect now. Go fix, and then build. So make sure there are no red blocks, and make sure everything is compiled. And there might be some warnings at times. That's okay. But if it is compiled successfully, built successfully, you're all set to go. There we are. And then sometimes we see beginners making this mistake. They run the program. They don't close this window. They come back to CodeBlocks. They make another change like this. Okay. So, and then let us say we want to put it like this, and now they want to build and run, and it just doesn't enable this build. Well, the error is, or the mistake is, you didn't close this window. So it is now in the run mode. You have to close this window. Only then you will be able to build. So press any key, then come back, build, and now it's built again. You're all set to go. There we are. So that's the way you get started with CodeBlocks. And I've been using CodeBlocks for a few years, and I'm pretty happy with that. My students are very happy with that. And this runs on Mac. I use Mac as well. I use CodeBlocks on that. So Mac is not really seeing the new versions right now, but that's okay. It runs, I think 13.2 or something is running on Mac, but on Windows we got latest version 16.x.